Good evening. I'm Crystal with Whole New Perspective. Welcome to my channel. Listen, I want to thank everyone that joined me tonight in my live stream. I want to thank everyone for participating. It was so much fun, and I want to thank you. Guys, I didn't speak much about my homemade mixes. Didn't know if I would have one, but this is the mix that I needed to make. And so for my hashtag homemade mixes 2023 challenge, I'm making instant oatmeal packages. Now, I buy those packages all the time for my husband because he likes those. There's something easy to do. And so I know that I can make my own. I buy oatmeal in 25-pound bags. So I thought I would just make my own instant oatmeal packages. I'm going to bring you along with me, okay? So I'm going to bring the camera down and I'm just going to show you exactly how I plan to make this, okay? I have 1 cup of oats in my Vitamix. I'm going to add to it 1/4 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to just let it blitz. This is the sugar that I like to use. And so I'm just going to go ahead and mix it in the blender. So I've blended it. This is a cup of oats, again, with a 1/4 cup of sugar. I blended it because it'll help use like a thickening agent with the rest of the oats. Now, most folks say to use quick oats. I don't buy quick oats. These are the regular oats that I have, and this is what I'm using. I have used them as a quick oat, like you would use a quick oat in the past, and I'm fine with them. And so these are the oats that we're using for the packets. So I'm going to show you this mix, and I'll show you how quick, easy, and simple that it is to make this mix. So this is 3 cups of oats, regular oats. Again, a lot of people like to use the quick oats. I use what I have on hand. These are the oats that I'm using. This is the blended oats, 1 cup of oats and 1/4 cup of sugar. This is cane sugar. But you know, you don't have to put the sugar in. You can sweeten it after the fact if you'd like. If you use honey or maple syrup, coconut sugar, whatever type of sugar you like, you can sweeten it that way. So then I'm just going to mix this up. That's it. I think it's just that simple. Now, if you want, you can add some other things right here. If you wanted to make everything identical, you could. You could add some of these chia seeds. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to stop my mix right there. And then, this is simple. You can start adding in your mixes. These are some blueberries that I've dehydrated. I have craisins. My husband likes these. I have apples that I've dried. I have bananas that I've dried. You can add strawberries, peaches. You can add raisins, anything that you'd like to add. Now is the time to get those things out, and depend on how you make them and what you want to put them in. You can put them in these baggies. So I'll put 1/2 cup of this mix in the baggie. And then you can just have an assembly line if you'd like and use this baggie, and then you could put whatever you'd like to put in it. Let's say I want some craisins. I'm just going to put a few of those in here. It'll be that simple. So I'll put a few of those in here. And if you want to add more sweetener, if it's not sweet enough for you, you can do that also. It'll be the time for you to add. I don't add salt to mine. You can add salt as well, but you would add salt to the entire mix. So this is what this mix looks like in the baggie. So listen, I'm gonna keep going. You can also put them in the canning jars. This is an 8-ounce canning jar. Use my funnel, put it in there. Then you can just add whatever you'd like to add. If you want apples and cinnamon, I'll probably add some apples and cinnamon to this one. That's my favorite. And then you can also use this larger glass. And the reason that I would use this larger one is that I may want to make my actual oatmeal in here. This gives you enough room to make your oatmeal. This, once you add your fruit, it's not going to be large enough, I don't think, for you to add your water and to be able to absorb all the water. So then you just use a larger cup. And you can add more fruit. You can add more mix in it as well if you'd like to. I probably still wouldn't add a cup because that's a lot. But there you go. So you have this mix. And then you may want to add, what do I want to add? Let's add some more of my favorites. Let's add some cinnamon. So I'm going to add a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon to this. And then I'm going to add some dried apples. And I dry those apples myself. I like cinnamon and apples. I add that, and then I'm just going to put in some of my dried apples. I have them in slices, so I'm just going to break them up and put them in. I like to do that sometimes and leave them overnight on the stove. And then when I get ready to eat this one, all I need to do is put my water actually in the jar. And this will be something that's good for my husband to take with him because he does like to eat oatmeal about every day. And so this will be a great instant way to take it on the run. And then if he wants to add, he probably doesn't want to add any more sugar, but if he wanted to, he certainly could add that. He could add some honey. He could add some maple syrup. And I probably would add more apples because I do like mine to be have quite a bit of apples. But I like this. This is an excellent idea, an excellent homemade mix. So I will just go ahead and put this on it. That's that one. And then I'm going to put some of the blueberries. So these are my home dried blueberries. I could put that in there. And if you wanted cream, I could add some dried milk, but honestly, don't want any milk in my oatmeal, and so I won't add any. You could put the lid like that, or you can put this lid on it. So 3 different options. You can use the baggies. You just dump it into your plate, into your bowl and go. You could use the 8-ounce jar. You still would need to dump that into your bowl. Or you can use this 2-cup jar and you can just put your water down in it. And it's really that simple, guys. And I also could just put this back into one of my containers, and when I was ready to use it, just take out half a cup. But it makes it a lot easier for us if we already have them portioned. I'm going to keep on making up the rest of these mixes. And again, please join me in making some mixes. All you'll need to do is enter hashtag homemade mixes 2023. And if you would, please tag me so I know that you actually participated and that you made the mix. I'll appreciate that. We are moving forward. We are working together to fill our pantries, and just notice that it's with things that we already have, pantry staples. So this will help us to save time. It'll help us to save money. Thank you guys again for coming along with me. Hashtag homemade mixes 2023. This is my homemade apple cinnamon mix. All I'm going to do now is just add some water. I'm going to add a little more water. Smells really good and looks delicious, y'all. I need to put the camera down so I can really get it stirred up. So if you wanted it to be creamier, then you could just add your dry milk powder. But I didn't add any milk to mine, and it looks really good right now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy me a bowl of oatmeal. Join me in my hashtag homemade mixes 2023 challenge.